Has the thought of exploring a maze from a realm beyond our comprehending ever crossed your mind? Venture into an intriguing tale on All Hallows Eve. It's a tale about a quaint, peaceful town affectionately known as Hallowville. Nestled between the hills and the woods, it's a place where the legend of the old and the spirit of the new coexist in perfect harmony. Hallowville is a town that celebrates its history, its folklore, and its community. And one enchanting tradition it has fostered is the creation of an annual corn maze. Every year under the spectral moon, the townfolk gather to construct a complex labyrinth from their golden corn crop. They take pride in creating a structure that not only is aesthetically captivating, but carries a deeper, haunting resonance. The corn maze, standing tall against the darkened sky, is a sight to behold. It casts long, flickering shadows that play a ghostly ballet with the whispering gusts of the night wind, making the landscape appear otherworldly. The rustling of the cornstalks, the deafening silence of the night, and the moon's ethereal glow combine to create an atmosphere charged with a thrilling sense of anticipation and mystery. The maze isn't just a structure. It's a living, breathing entity, pulsating with an allure that draws adrenaline seekers to its heart. These thrill seekers come from near and far, their hearts ablaze with a desire for adventure, willingly stepping into the labyrinth, oblivious of what awaits them. But what they fail to realize is this: the thrill they sought, the adrenaline they craved, was steeped in a darkness far more sinister than their wildest nightmares could ever conceive. As they entered the labyrinth, the air grew colder and their laughter turned into nervous whispers. The lively Halloween attraction had begun to feel sinister, transforming into a haunting maze of fear. Shadows danced around them, lengthening into eerie specters in the dim light. The soft rustle of the corn, previously unnoticed, now echoed menacingly, hinting at unseen terrors hiding within the maze. A chilling realization shook them. This was not merely a maze, but a trap, designed meticulously with a dark purpose. The air around them felt heavy with anticipation, as if charged with an electrifying sense of dread. Unseen forces, more sinister than they'd imagined, lurked in the darkness, their presence felt in the cold breeze that passed by, and the eerie silence that followed each whisper. The rustle of cornstalks and the absence of wind reminded them they were not alone. Their hearts pounded in their chests as they grasped the horrifying truth. They were ensnared in a deadly game, a game where the labyrinth served as a chilling arena, and they were the unsuspecting prey, watched by the unblinking, malevolent eyes of unseen predators. An icy fear gripped them as they understood the labyrinth's true nature. It was a hunting ground, crafted with malicious intent, and they were its chosen prey. The very air seemed to close in around them, heavy with the menace of concealed threats. Unseen entities lurked in the shadows, their chilling presence palpable in each cold gust of wind and in the uneasy silence that followed their whispers. Their hearts pounding in their chests, they realized they were not just lost, but ensnared in a deadly game. A game where the labyrinth itself was the daunting arena, and they were the unsuspecting prey, their every move watched by the cold, unfeeling eyes of the supernatural predators. The first scream shattered the silence, piercing the air like a thunderclap. Suddenly, the joyous maze turned into an appalling scene of terror, morphing into a nightmare that came alive. As the moonlight filtered through the maze, it highlighted the creeping emergence of ghastly creatures from the shadows, their forms becoming grotesque parodies of some unspeakable horror. Their hollow eyes mirrored the depths of the underworld, creating a terrifying spectacle against the lunar-lit backdrop. The visitors, who were mere moments ago brimming with laughter, now stood horrified, their faces twisted into gruesome masks of sheer terror, their eyes widened with fear, their mouths opened in screams that were barely a whisper. The once jovial labyrinth echoed not with laughter but with cries of dread, each echo a haunting reminder of their grim circumstances. In the throes of their terror, they realized their hopeless predicament. They were ensnared within this nightmarish labyrinth, mere pieces in a horrifying game of survival. Their earlier mirth had vanished, replaced by the stark, horrifying reality of their entrapment. Their laughter had turned into sobs, their joy into unspeakable dread. The spectral beings, their eyes ablaze with an unholy light, advanced on their prey. Enclosed within the labyrinth, the visitors had nowhere to run, no escape, a living nightmare. Terror clawed at their hearts as the horrifying creatures closed in, their spectral forms illuminated by the ghostly moonlight. As the spectral beings descended upon them, their screams amplified, the sound echoing through the maze. The cornstalks rustled in the wind, creating a symphony of terror that mirrored their imminent fate. Their screams, a cacophony of terror, reverberated through the cornstalks, creating a bone-chilling symphony that echoed the grim melody of their impending. With every ticking second, the labyrinthine structure intensified its merciless challenge, its predatory hunger unquakable. In a raw, frantic battle, our visitors, ordinary people thrust into extraordinary circumstances, navigated the bewildering maze of twists and turns. Deception lurked in every corner, and dead ends appeared with cruel suddenness. The world outside became a forgotten memory as hope dwindled. The air throbbed with the maze's ruthless pursuit, amplifying the palpable dread that echoed off the walls. The visitors' breaths came in ragged gasps, a chilling testament to their vulnerability. Grotesque creatures, parodies of life, snapped and snarled like rabid beasts. Their forms oozed malevolence, their eyes gleamed with impending doom, their thirst for souls only heightened, fueled by the desperation of their prey. The maze, a sentient entity, reveled in the mounting terror and gripping fear. It was a predator savoring the thrill of the hunt. As dawn threatened to break, the maze's hunger mutated into an obsession. Its desire to claim their souls before sunrise was a terrifying entity on its own. The labyrinth pulsed with anticipation, its craving insatiable. The maze, an inescapable trap, a relentless hunter, a soul-devouring beast, was ready for the final act of its nightly play. Do they break free, you ponder? The wind carries tales of escape, stories of the brave and the desperate fighting the labyrinth's control. Each corner navigated a step in their struggle to survive. Yet, amongst whispers of victory, there are chilling echoes. These speak of souls forever lost within the labyrinth's cold, infinite walls, their agonized cries forever etched in the gusts of wind. As the days of October wind down, the maze's hunger grows. Each shadow lengthens, each path turns darker, feeding its endless appetite. Halloween's eerie glow only intensifies its craving, the playful frights turning into grim reality. The maze evolves into the hunter, and its visitors become the hunted. In the end, a few guests do break free from its twisted grasp, stepping into the outside world once more. But their liberty is tainted by haunting memories, whispers of the maze forever ingrained in their minds. They are free, yet forever marked by their terrifying experience. While some escape, others are lost forever. They fall prey to the maze's uncanny charm, their existence consumed by the limitless corridors, leaving a chilling void behind. Their stories become part of the maze's haunting legend, their existence forever remembered in hushed tales. The maze always hungers, and Halloween is its time to feast.